Oh. I think today is going to be the end of attempt 1. We will see. We'll keep trying. We'll keep going until it actually ends. I have it all pre-calced, including cycling road rival, so should just be running through, doing the fights. None of these seemed too bad. There was a couple that were a bit annoying. I had to route them correct, like in a certain way, rather than just being able to like 1v1 stuff. But as long as I didn't miss anything with the plans, I should be okay. I don't want that. Most this fight is pretty much just Manectric winning. So I don't think the items matter too much on the other guys. And pick up my bike first. I think I need Mac bike for now. Thank you. Thanks. It's a bit annoying I've got so many deaths because my team actually looks okay for Cycling Road Rival. I think I've got like a form online with 1 sack, but then nothing else in my box does anything. So it's just one of those awkward ones where like I have a few really good mons for it, but then nothing else does anything at all. So we'll see if we get there first. It's about 10 fights. Okay, so Manectric should just discharge Oko here. Yep. And then it should just go to Dugong. Oh, fuck's sake, it does go Kingdra, that's annoying. Okay, so Kingdra is the one thing that I felt like because I outspeed and outdamage, it wouldn't go here, but... Well, I don't outdamage, but I outspeed. I would 2-hit KO it before it did, but no, I guess because of outdamage, it does go Kingdra. So against Kingdra, I need to go to Ampharos. This is always going to be double edge. I can take 1. I hope it gets staticked. Oh, that's huge. Okay. Alright, so now it's not got its normal gem anymore. So now the most I take from a move is 60. So I can discharge. Double edge again, cool. Okay, without the normal gem, I should be able to just go back to Manectric. And then Manectric sweeps. I've got wise glasses, let's just check. It's like a very, very likely range to hit on Dugong. But I am going to be risking it. Okay, so yeah, this is a ace. There's literally 2 rolls which don't kill. But it should, in that case, just Ice Shard. It should just be clicking Ice Shard because it doesn't see any kills, so it should just be clicking Last Chance. And then Discharge usually KOs. Yeah, so I don't die to this ever. And we hit the roll. And now I speed. This is Bright Powder, but Shockwave KOs. I didn't consider the Aqua Jet, but I wasn't dead to crit. But at this point, I'm going to have to play a little bit loose because I've got like 14 ones left in my whole box, and I don't get more encounters. I've just got to assume that I can kind of luck my way in a few places because this is the last legs of the run anyway. Just want to keep going to get the experience and see what the fights are and stuff because it's still a 10th one. Okay. I still need you. You. No more for you. You. Okay, I just need Parasect. I need a lot of item changes. I need a lot of Chester berries. You are fine, Voron. You need Chesto. Oren. Chesto. Shiftry leads. Okay, Oren. I don't need that yet. Actually, I know I never need Nature Power, so later on I need Brick Break for Shiftry. So I'm just going to teach it now. Because I'm never using Nature Power. So in case I haven't written it down on my plan, later on, Shiftry should have Brick Break. It's an unlimited shooter, which is very nice. Okay. Chesto, Oren, Chesto. Okay. Okay, so Fake Out into Dark Pulse is a 2-hit KO. I outspeed, like, this is always safe. I'm never dead to crit or anything. Like, this is just safe every time. I could get a flinch and make it damageless. Don't, that's fine. Because then I've got to trigger Oren, which I didn't need the health, there's no point wasting citrus, so just give it an Oren Berry just in case. Which makes this bait a little bit more consistent. I think it's always Swoobat instead of Drefferig now. Yeah. And Swoobat is always clicking Air Slash on this turn. Yes, it always sees kill, so it's always clicking Air Slash here. So we switch to Ampharos. Take about 10%. And then I think the Swoobat, this is a simple Swoobat. So any stat changes are doubled. And it has Calm Mind. And I think it's going to click Calm Mind here. I'm going to Electro Web. Which also gives it -2 speed because it's simple. Okay, just went for Extrasensory. Okay, so it has a chance of doing either. And it does get a flinch. You're annoying. Now Calm Mind, please. Okay, you're really just going to keep clicking this. I do have backups. But hopefully I just get one Electro Web off and then it's free. Okay, cool. So now, okay, because it hadn't... That was actually just a roll to kill because it hadn't got the thing off. So I actually do just no, I don't outspeed. Ampharos does not outspeed at -2. So this is always going to be Extrasensory again now. So I go into Shiftry on the Psychic move. Yeah, I was expecting Calm Mind and then a Psychic move, so I was going to be able to go into Shiftry after the -2 and Fake Out Dark Pulse would have KO'd after Electro Web, even at +2. But that's fine as well. I can Fake Out here to get a KO. And now it goes into Girafarig. And Girafarig against Shiftry. It can only use Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice crit would or Hypnosis. Hyper Voice crit can KO me here, so I have to switch. Pretty much everything else in my team is built to beat Girafarig. So I think the best first choice I think was Serena, or maybe it was Walrein. I think Walrein. I think we'll start with trying Walrein. Basically, everything has Chesto Berry. At some point, someone's going to get a hit in, and I just switch when anytime I'm in range of crit. In fact, I can Icy Wind once because it's not much weaker. And now I'm faster. At the moment, the max roll of any crit move is 54 on Walrein. So actually, I just win with Walrein because he didn't hit multiple Hypnosises, so I win because I'm Chesterberry and Walrein is outspeeding. Okay. Oh, okay. Next fight is Jacqueline. So on this, you could have done those two before the gym, but there's no reason to. They are above before the Marvel gym on the dock, but not on the calc for some reason. Even though you get absolutely nothing for doing them early. So now it's Venomoth person. So rather than keep spamming next, I'm just going to find them here. And Staraptor just kind of beats this fight. Or a lot of this fight anyway. Shiftry, no thank you. Manectric, no thank you. Serena, yes. Ampharos, yes. You two, no. I need Staraptor, I need Mienshao, Octillery, and Seismitoad. And I'm gonna go a little bit loose with the citrus berries here. I do get more at some point, but it might be a little bit overboard with how many I'm using on this if they were to trigger. But most of the time I don't think they even do. It's just to be safe, because I can't use the resources if the run's dead. Okay. Citrus, 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 oran, citrus, oran. Let me check something. Does Ampharos get Brick Break from the tutor? It does. Okay, then I'm going to give it Brick Break instead of Body Slam here, because that'll help with the Grumpig. And later on I'm going to change that to Thunder Punch. Okay. So Staraptor just leads this fight. I have a bike. Okay. So Staraptor dual Wing Beat just outspeeds and KOs the Venomoth. And then I outspeed and outdamage everything in the back, so Xatu just comes in. Xatu's best move into me It's not going to click light screen because I don't have a special move, so then it's just clicking extra sensory. Dual wing beat to it KOs through Citrus Berry. I'll take about 40% from an extra sensory. Oh, it did click light screen. Okay, well that's weird because I don't have. Oh, I guess it's all +6, it's all default, so it had like a 40% chance to click light screen over the highest damaging move. But that doesn't matter at all. That just means the Raptor takes no damage, so it's actually better for Gallade later on if needed. Oh. I mean, I'm the one that lost them on yesterday, so Guitar hasn't done anything wrong yet so far. Grumpix, this is Power Gem or Reflect. It doesn't have Light Clay, so it doesn't get boosts for Reflect. It's just +6, potentially. Ampharos usually beats it. I have a couple of mons that can beat this if needed. Okay, yeah, Power Gem. There is light screen up, so I'm going to click Brick Break once. It gets rid of both of them. I haven't written him any lines. Like, we've gone through a few bits. Like, I'm not going to let him go into a line which is I just know is not going to be safe. But he always starts it. I'm going to click Electro Web a couple of times because this thing has a Salac Berry and it will be getting a speed boost at some point. As long as I'm out of crit range, which I am now after Citrus, then I don't have to worry about extra sensory flinches. Max roll crit is 58 on anything, so I may as well click Electro Web again. Now I outspeed after the Salac Berry, and Discharge from there is definitely a KO. It does minimum 36%. And that means there's no screens up when Gallade comes in. So Gallade has never seen kill. It's quite likely to kick bulk up here, I believe. Because my Staraptor is still full HP, I can go into Staraptor. I'm never dead to Drain Punch crit or Psycho Cut crit up +1 and Dual Wing Beat into Quick Attack will KO it. I'm teaching him through planning the lines. I'm teaching him like the AI through that. I don't need to let him learn by making the mistakes themselves. I can educate him through planning. As Dual Wing Beat, +1 defense is a roll to kill. If it doesn't, Quick Attack always KOs. Or, I mean, I'm faster anyway, so I can just click it again. I'm never dead to crits. Wait, am I dead to... Why is this... Okay, I am dead to crits here. I don't know what's happened on my calc there. No, I'm not. Oh, I have it on crit. I have it on crit already. I was like, what the hell's looking... My calc was like... didn't have +1 on there, and it was already at like 60%. I was like, huh? No, I'm not. I'm never dead to crits there. That was a crit. I was never dead to that. Max 90%. I already had the crit selected, and nudged it. So yeah, we're good. Dual Wing Beat always KOs. I can't be Shadow Sneaked because I'm normal type. I wouldn't say he would never be able to win alone, but I think it would be a lot harder for him to win on his own. I think that there are some lines that would have got pretty scary for him if I didn't refine them, but he still made the majority of them completely alone, like until going over things. So I only go over stuff on the fights that I think are hard. Like, I'm not going to let him run into like Bear Tick fight or like Arctozolt with like, or Ice Cube with no special guys. Like, there was a couple of things which hadn't been fully planned out, but most of it is completely fine for him. Okay, so this fight is the weird one, right? This is the Ninjask Dugtrio, and I think I might have just got a little bit lucky in terms of my box for it, because it was quite simple to plan, actually. I need Staraptor again. Don't want you. I mean, I say this, but I am saying that I don't get max roll crit on this lead, because if I get max roll crit by Stone Edge, I mean, it can click jump kick anyway. If it clicks Stone Edge, it hits, which it usually does because it's wide lens, and it gets a max roll crit. It is a high crit move, then Staraptor dies. And that will be the end of the game for me, basically, because I need Staraptor for Hawlucha. But I kind of have to just say, yeah, these crits aren't real. I need you. Okay. Ape, Walrein. If I don't get crit, I mean, even if I don't get max roll crit, even if I get crit, I shouldn't be baiting in Ninjask. It should always go to Dugtrio afterwards, and I'm a flying type, so we'll be okay. Last one, I need you. Because the fact that I bait in the Dugtrio straight away rather than a Ninjask is really, really good for this. Citrus, Persim. Citrus. And that should only need these 3 mons. And Ape. But Ape doesn't need Citrus. Ape just need that. These can just have Oran Berries, I think. So I do unfortunately get outsped by 2 points here. But Dual Wing Beat will KO, and I do have Intimidate, so like, it's only crits that scare me. It's only a crit. And it doesn't even always connect, it doesn't always use Stone Edge, it doesn't even always connect Stone Edge, and it's literally just one roll of Stone Edge. Just check my items. Citrus, Persim, Citrus. Yeah, those don't matter. There's no knockoff on this fight, is there? So there wasn't a situation where I should have no item. No. Okay. Oh, let's do one. Just make me get on my bike automatically. Is there an item under here? There is. TM, okay. Well, that's not good for me. Okay. I don't know where any of the trainers are located here. My team party set up, so I'm guessing those aren't trainers. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be you. Okay, no max roll Stone Edge crit. Perfect. Okay, so at that range, Staraptors doesn't show kill to Ninjask, it shows kill to Stone Edge from Dugtrio. And flying types can get out of Arena Trap. So I get to go to Serena, and Serena is a very, very clean answer to Dugtrio. I mean, I say that again. I'm dead. I'm then dead to double Stone Edge max roll crit. Literally just one roll of each, and I had to hold Persim. So it has to connect both times and max roll crit both times. I have to hold Persim in case it goes for Swagger, because that is more of a threat to me than anything else here. Okay, I'm just dodging crits completely. It's a new day, I guess. Oh, it doesn't even hit that Stone Edge. Okay, insane. This should always go to Ninjas for U-turn still. Yeah. It's on U-turn. Go into Seismitoad. My seismitoad annoyingly speed ties the magneton. But magneton can't hurt me. Earth will OCO it. So I either win the speed tie or I just take like 20% from body press. I win the speed tie. My Nidoqueen also speed tied magneton. Like both of these ground types I've got, both are exact same speed. It's a bit annoying. And then on Ninjask now it's only got U-turn. Ape just beats it. My Ape without fake out or overheat on this split. Okay, that was a lot easier than it could have been. Yeah, I think without a good flying type, I can imagine that fight is really, really annoying to root. The fact that I was able to get Dugtrio first so consistently was huge. And with Citrus, as long as I lived the crit, it was never showing U-turn kill because it does less than 25%. My Ape is max speed. I just don't have overheat and stuff. Yeah, no, my Ape is max speed, but I just didn't have the scales for fake out overheat. So I could not solo that, unfortunately. Cause my Ape, yeah. I don't have fake out. Oh, okay, right. You just do it on the Switch. Yeah, but I didn't have my Ape doesn't have fake out, so I was dead to jump get crit on me and Shao, so I couldn't lead it. If I had fake out, then yeah, fair enough. But I don't. So I did. My scale usage did not look that far ahead. It was just getting through. Yeah, I just my teams weren't good into like I had to use a scale for Shell, and then because I didn't have two left. I had to use one for Roxanne, then I had to use one for Shell, and because I didn't have two left, like having just one of them did nothing for me on Watson, and I ended up using it for like max IV on Center Scorch's special defense to make sure that I always baited correctly on the first line, and it made Watson pretty safe, pretty consistent. I ended up only losing one right at the end because I got full paralyzed literally the turn before I was going to have my second the hit to KO on Ampharos. It literally saved itself and forced me to sack on the very last turn. Just one of fake out or overheat just wasn't doing anything. It was always going to be really, really hard to beat Zeraora because I needed to always be baiting in Plasma Fists and I couldn't guarantee that. Otherwise I would have lost to Zeraora. So... But I mean, that means that I learn because this run's not going much further than this. Like, I've got 14 ones left. I don't get more stuff before Norman. So this run's not going much further. So at least now I've like learned how to do this the hard way. And then when I get back here, I will I'll be able to do it different. I could do it the easy way potentially. This fight was annoying. This fight was a bit of a pain. Well, no, it wasn't. I just had to make sure I route this properly. Manectric will clean up the end of the fight. I just couldn't. So I had to make sure I bait Braviary here. Manectric. Octillery and Hitmontop. Okay, you need Citrus. You need Soft Sand. Citrus. Wise glasses. Citrus. Most of these shouldn't get used. I just need them to be safe. So Seismitoad against Luxray. It does outspeed with soft sand. I have a pretty good range. I have an 81% chance to OHKO. I'm guessing it'll click agility if I like normally. So I'm only ever taking one hit, and after one hit, I show KO to Sharpedo. So unless I get like max roll crit, I don't even know if max roll crit would ever show max roll to Sharpedo to a KO. So it should just go to Braviary, which I speed tie. So it won't click agility, it thinks it's faster, and return out damages me, so it should just always go to Braviary after this, even if I don't OHKO, even if I miss the range. It can explode. It can explode as the last one, yeah. In Imperium. Max had a little play around with it recently, because Final Gambit it won't use as the last one, but Explosion it can. So it's potentially being changed so that both moves can be used as the last mon. They wanted it to be, or well, IREV wanted it to be possible for it always to happen on the last, so they just made them consistent, and that was the way to do it instead of saying that last mon can't. So yeah, it can explode as last. Citrus. Wise glasses, citrus, okay. 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 Seismitoad is in the lead. Yes. So let's hope I just KO, and then it's even simpler, but it shouldn't be a problem either way. Earth Power. Hit the range, Seismitoad. We hit those. Okay, so it should always be Braviary for outspeed, out damage. Nice. So Braviary is always clicking return here because it outspeeds me, so it doesn't want to click agility, and so then it just goes to highest damage move. I switch to Serena on return. It is always return, isn't it? Let's make sure, because I am switching into a grass type. Yes, it's always return. There's no overlapping rolls. It's always return on this. And then Serena with a citrus berry. Always baits dual wing beat. If return had crit, I would still be back over 50%. It outspeeds me. It doesn't want to click agility again. So on dual wing beat, I switch to Manectric. I get the static, which didn't matter. With Wise Glasses, Manectric now always KOs with Discharge, does the exact min roll, 122. I was outspeeding without static, and then I outspeed and KO Sharpedo. Which was important, because obviously if you let this thing get speed boost, then it would be annoying. So I managed to set up the chain kill there. I'm not sure if at some point this run's going to end pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to go with Ape again, because I don't feel like I've done much Ape stuff. I haven't recorded my KOs, but I'm pretty sure that Ape hasn't even been coming to a lot of these fights. And I know obviously at this point it's partly because I don't have fake out overheat, but even before, I don't think I used it as often as, I definitely didn't use it as often as you do, or you did. So I don't know if I'm better off going for something else. Okay, this fight was the worst one I think for me to plan, or it was close to it anyway. Because this Meowstic, I just don't have anything that kind of cleanly beats it. It like outspeeds and KOs like half my team. So me and Shao lead. Sizersode is in the party. I'm assuming that this is another one where Ape just clicks Fake Out, Sky Uppercut, Overheat or something and just wins. Yeah. Ape's mid game, yeah. And now I'm in mid game and I don't have the scales for Fake Out Overheat, and it's like, if that's how I would be playing it, where I'm not necessarily wanting to save the 2 scales and I just want to get further, then it's a bit stupid to be running something that really wants 2 scales. I don't need you. You there. Green Shell, Shift Tree. Nido Queen. Okay. Yeah, I could sweep this with 8. Well, I can't sweep this with 8 because I don't have Fake Out or Overheat, but yeah. But yeah, this split, I think I have a guitar set as well. This split is basically Ape split. Or, yeah. But the one thing is, though, that this CRR team didn't look very hard, and like Ape was good into that even without Fake Out Overheat. Ape needs Persim. Like the loops I'm having to jump through on this fight are a bit silly. Again, these two shouldn't care about their items at all. You need Silk Scarf. And you need Citrus. Like, because I'm a bit lucky that I've got me Shell in this situation, because like I don't have Fake Out for this Absol otherwise, but I still have Fake Out Drain Punch, which KOs here. Okay. Your item doesn't matter. Persim, Citrus, Citrus. Well, you two don't really matter. So Silk Scarf and Citrus does matter. Okay. Yes, it's Alyssa. Okay. So me and Shao Fake Out Drain Punch KOs here. I outspeed and KO every time. That's fine. Meowstic was a nightmare. It always sees Psychic KO here. So I go to Shift Tree. And then against Shift Tree, it always sees Signal Beam KO. Shift Tree can Fake Out first. It can Fake Out once first. With the Silk Scarf, it does 16%. And then on Signal Beam, we go to Nido Queen. It shouldn't do too much damage. Should do about 12%. And then highest damage and move is always Psychic. So we switch back to Shift Tree. We Fake Out. And we have to do this 4 times. Because we don't have enough Fake Out PP to just repeat this forever. So this is number 3. I mean, if we hit the rolls, we would, but we don't have it guaranteed. Or maybe we do, actually. Yeah, no, we don't. We don't. Um, so that was 4. So that was 4, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. So on the 4th, now it's under 60%. Or it's under 40%. This is always signal beam again. I can go Infernate here. I have a person burying and I outspeed and KO. I needed that kind of chip to make sure Blaze Kick always KOs. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This one was actually the worst one because I have absolutely nothing that lives a facade crit from Raticate, so I have to get the baiting correct or I'm going to have to sack to Raticate. Mienshao is in the lead. I have Ape. I have Walrein. I have Staraptor. I have Ampharos, which needs to learn Thunder Punch. And I have him on top. There's definitely some fiction here where I can lose. You are going to need Cherry Berry. You need Citrus Berry. You need Chester Berry. So do you. You can just have an Oran Berry. And your items shouldn't matter. You're just a backup in case of the rat going crazy. Let me take the items off of these guys, so just in case. Okay, I need to go and get Brick Break and Thunder Punch. Brick Break for Mienshao. Instead of Rock Smash. So I can get that back. And I need Thunder Punch on Ampharos. Instead of Brick Break. Okay, Cherry Berry, Brick Break, Mienshao. Ape, Citrus. Walrein has Chesto. Staraptor has Chesto. Oranberry, Thunder Punch. And you're just a backup, okay. And Mienshao is in the lead, isn't it? Yes, okay. So I was originally going to lead Ape for this, but I have to have Ape healthy. Guessing it's you. Okay. So this Pachirisu is usually just clicking Nuzzle or... no, it actually doesn't want to click Nuzzle against Mienshao because it's already faster. It's usually just clicking screens. I just fake out the first turn. Now Brick Break twice. It goes for the Super Fang, that's fine. Okay, I crit. Cool. I don't think it mattered. It was never having a way to kill me. I had Cherry Berry. Yes, and it always goes to Unpheasant. Unpheasant always outspeeds and sees KO with dual wing beat, so it was always going here. So this is always dual wing beat. From dual wing beat we go to Ampharos. Super luck crit there. Okay. Now Ampharos has a guaranteed KO on here, but if I do that, then I have to take a facade from Raticate. I mean, well, it's not even burned at that point, so. But it would I think it would just go to Raticate because it's still going to outdamage. It's still going to outdamage both of them. Maybe I could have just switched in here. No, because if I take Facade and then I take like a Chrono Crit and then that, then I don't think it's good. I don't think it works. Or if it clicks SD instead of clicking Facade, I don't think it works. So I might have overcomplicated this plan slightly. But here I think it just goes for Focus Energy based on what the doc said about Focus Energy, because it has Super Luck and everything. It's usually, and it has a move with high crit chance, it's usually Focus Energy here. Highest damage move could outscore it, but it's usually Focus Energy. So then I assume that after that, Night Slash, which is a guaranteed crit, should be calced as a guaranteed crit. It's already extremely likely to be clicking Night Slash anyway. So we're going to click Thunder Punch here, which never KOs it. Okay, goes for the Night Slash. That's fine. That's crit. Okay. I get Para. Okay, but yeah, it's Lumberry. Okay, so now Ape comes in on Night Slash. I really, really fucking hope. There's one overlapping roll, dual wing beat and Night Slash. It could come in on Quick Attack, which is also fine. But I don't know if it just calcs as 50-50 crits or anything like that, but this is a little bit risky. This is really risky. I probably had a way to just get in on Raticate. Let's be honest. No, because it's going to click Stomp. It's probably clicking Stomping Tantrum onto Ampharos. And Stomping Tantrum into Guts Quick Attack has a very good chance to carry me. So no, I'm going into the Infernape here. If it's still Wing Beat, I wipe. Well, I don't. I mean, I might wipe, but if it's still Wing Beat, I do wipe to Cycling Road Rival. Yes, it is Night Slash. Perfect. I'm assuming it crits. It didn't crit. Okay. So I think now we're completely safe. 8 Blaze Kick is always a KO from here. After the Thunder Punch. I take Quick Attack. Again, I've calced assuming it crits. It didn't. I show a fast KO to Jumpluff, but it's a range, so I don't want to have to click it, but it does mean it goes Raticate first. I also show fast KO to you. You're not burned, so Quick Attack actually doesn't even do much. So this is safer than I thought now. Okay. Now Jumpluff is always seeing Acrobatics KO. I'm not risking the range, I don't have Overheat, so I can't just KO it. Blaze Kick is a 75% chance range, I'm not risking it. So on Acrobatics, I switch to Wall Rain. Okay, I don't get crit, and I didn't get high rolled. Oh, I didn't get max rolled, so Seed Bomb crit is only 84, so I can just KO this. If it had crit me, then I would have gone into Star Raptor and I would have had to do a couple of pivots. But now Seed Bomb crit never kills. And I was Chesto Berry in case it went for Spore. Okay, so I think I might have overcomplicated that, but it was just... that was the easiest way I found of doing it. Well, that was the way that I... Because the calc always showed Rat burned, I was seeing like huge damage. So it probably was a safer line to get Ape in. But even if I got crit every single turn there with the Citrus Berry, I was living with Ape. It was just that first switch in where I was like, there's like a probably like 1% chance it could go for dual wing beat. And that's only if it doesn't even calc with like crits for Night Slash. I don't know if it does or not. Okay. Me and Shao can go back in the box. I need Ape. I need Staraptor, Ampharos, Nidoqueen, Seismitoad Electric. It should only need 3 Mons to beat it. Need Muscle Band. You can have any item. You scroll down on this now, because I'm down here now. Well, slightly so you can see more than one team at a time. Okay. Okay, you need Oranberry. You don't need it. I think these are just Oranberries. Most of these are just shouldn't be needed. Is Ampharos in the lead. Oranberry, Ape, Oranberry, Ape Muscle Band, Rost, okay. So yeah, this one should be a simple one. This should just be a case of Ampharos leading, KO in, Ape coming in, KO in, Nidoqueen coming in, KO in. Shouldn't need any pivots or anything. Okay, so I never dead to Hydro Pump crit. It is always Hydro Pump. And Discharge always KOs. It should always go to Swordsbuck. Let's click in Headbutt or Jump Kick. It doesn't want to click Bounce into this. Unless there's some weird Power Herb AI, but I'm assuming it just clicked highest damage. I guess it could click Swords Dance. But Ape just comes in on Headbutt or Jump Kick. Okay, yeah, or Swords Dance, that's also fine. I am Muscle Band, so I always KO. Correct, otherwise it's 99% min, but I am Muscle Band, so I always outspeed and KO. And Salazzle comes in, and it's clicking Venoshock or Toxic. So Nidoqueen comes in, doesn't care about either of those. Oh, it's Corrosion, right. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I still quad resist Venoshock. And Earth Power is an OHKO. How much is Flamethrower crit doing now? 90. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did forget it was going to be corrosion. I had a raw berry in case flamethrower could burn me, and then but I don't even think I need, in case, yeah, I didn't even need that. So I guess it would have been technically better to have citrus berry there in case it like double poisoned or something, or I don't know. I guess petraberry would have been right. But that was a weird one. I didn't lock that. I don't die to overwhelm poison. I tested this. Okay. This fight was shit. This Surf Etch, this is the riskiest fight, I think. This Surf Etch is not good. So it's the last one before the rival. I have literally nothing that wants to take. I have 2 Mons in my box which don't die to close combat crit. They both die to 2-hit KO if one of them crits. I am risking Octillery as a sack or like... Yeah, I'm risking... Octillery could be sacked to make sure that nothing valuable gets sacked. If Octillery dodges a crit, then it doesn't get sacked. But otherwise, I'd be risking Nidoqueen to crits and probably then just wipe and like probably wiping, or something else would also have to be risking crit afterwards. I mean, even the Staraptor lead isn't actually safe here. There's a lot of things here which aren't safe. I have Walrein as a backup for Staraptor lead at least. Okay. You need Citrus Berry. You need Citrus Berry. Citrus. Citrus, and I'm going to have to pre-poison. Auxiliary, I mean, there's no point giving you a Citrus. You're coming in on close combat and you either die or get crit and die, or you live and it never changes ranges. I'm going to have to pre-poison. I have got potions, so I could do it in the same way as... I've got super potions, so I could do it as if I was in the grass. Like, I can do it right before the fight, because if I was in the grass and did it, I could still heal when I got there. Actually, I mean, where's the nearest grass that you could even get poisoned? That is a bit... I'm going to buy some more super potions just so someone's not like, well, technically, you didn't have enough healing items to get from the grass where you get poisoned to there without dying. Or without losing your poison or whatever. That's enough. I don't know if people actually inspect things like that much with like the scripts and things, but... They probably do if they think someone's like cheating and they want, or they don't like them. They probably would do that kind of stupid shit. I have heard some things about the community. Which fight is this? It's Jasmine. Where is she? It's her. Okay. I also haven't saved recently. Okay, It's charging. Okay. So we're up to slot 1. So I need pre-toxic. Yeah, pre-toxic 1. And then Wolverine slot 4. Okay. Double check my items. Your citrus berry, citrus, oran, and no item which is intentional. Okay. So Staraptor does 2-hit KO here. Rapidash usually clicks play rough here. I'm not just dead to crit straight off the bat. I'm dead to crit after 1. I think, depending on rolls. Obviously, I'm pre-status to avoid Will-O-Wisp and Hypnosis. It has a very small chance to click Zen Headbutt and then flinch. Also can attack drop. Okay, Staraptor's now dead to some play rough crit rolls. So you're -1. Warrain from here is usually a KO. This is really awkward still, even this position. But I cannot lose Staraptor, I need it for Cycling Road Rival, which is literally the fight after this. So I would rather risk Warrain. But this is a pretty safe 1v1 for Warrain now. Okay, I think this does change the order potentially though. Because I did not plan the fact that I was going to be dead after a crit because of it, like how much damage it does through Intimidate if it crits. Brian is always a KO here though. It's under 50%. Citrus. So yeah, originally I was like, oh, this is going to be Zorok coming in afterwards, but this is not going to be Zorok, this is going to be Surfetched. Surfetched is a kill. There was no little illusion shit there. Surfetched is kill, so I'm just going to have to flip the order of what I'm doing this here. Hold on a second. I've managed to completely fuck this up. Well, Hitmontop's going to have to come through for me. For some reason I thought I planned this with 6 mons on the top part, but there's a 7th mon inside the plan. So that's fun. Parasect. Get an effect spore on this. Okay. Didn't. Are you dead? You're not dead here. Alright, this is switch to Auxiliary. If Auxiliary dodges the crit, then it gets to live. It gets to live. Okay, this is Nidoqueen. Now I needed, if I get crit on this one, it's good. It's actually good. Dodging crit on this one and then getting crit on the second one is probably a death. It's probably a wipe. Okay, yeah, I'm in crit range, and I needed the 4 defense drops to guarantee that I KO'd. I'm just straight up in crit range. I need to dodge crit. Oh my god, Nidoqueen, you've goat. If I got crit on the first one, Citrus was almost always letting me live the second one. It was just that order and I didn't get the Citrus healing. Okay, so now it's Zorok. This is different to what I was expecting before. I don't have an item. This is just random move between Night Days, knockoff Flamethrower. I mean, I always have to go Hitmontop on you. Just don't get a Night Days accuracy drop. I'm no item, don't get burned. Oh my god, it crit me and it burned me! Oh, you are joking. You are fucking joking. What is that luck? Oh my god. 1 in 3. Fucking hell. And my plan, I was for some reason supposed to have Ape here as well. I don't know what has happened here for me to be like, oh yeah, I can just bring Auxiliary for a potential sack and get an extra drop. I was supposed to go in on Hitmontop, then this is always baiting like Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb and in on Ape and it's fine. Ape KOs it. Hitmontop could have KO'd it if I didn't get burned and crit. But like, there's not even any point in clicking Fake Out now. I'm going to have to sack something. I have nothing in my box, nothing in my party outspeeds this. Oh, I have to sack something, but I also have to get Chip on it in the first place originally anyway. Staraptor's just dead to some rolls of Night Days. Parasect's just dead to Flamethrower. Nidoqueen's dead. Walrein. Walrein lives 1, but does not do much back, so I just have to click Brick Break here. Then if I live, which hopefully I do, then I can sack Auxiliary, and then Walrein kills if I don't get accuracy dropped. I live with no crits here. I just got crit burned, so like, yeah. Brick Break always does 50%. Okay, I should live after the burn. Mock Punch while I'm burned does not do enough here. No, it only does. It does max of 35%. Okay. Walrein, you've still got your Citrus as well. No, you've got no item. Okay, that might be better. Because this is random move. Oh no, I can't switch hard into Walrein. No. I have to sack Auxiliary. I'm not sacking him on top. This game is so fucking punishing. Oh my god. Brian is always a kill here. Just don't accuracy drop into miss. Okay. This game is so fucking punishing. Oh my god. Holy shit. And the rival's up there, isn't it? Ah. Yeah, I know. I've just seen that screenshot. I know Ape does a lot. Okay, Auxiliary's dead. I mean, it's not a big problem. Auxiliary was shit, but it just means I don't have another a sack on another fight. Alright, well, it's Cycling Road rival time anyway. That death has really hurt me, even though it's not important death. It's just I don't have enough mons in the box to just have silly deaths. No, you need to be Rawsberry. Like I made a mistake, and it's just you just get punished so hard from one mistake. The one good thing is that I've been punished like that in a run which is on its way out anyway. Like I'd rather be punished here, I guess, than on a run which is looking like it's actually doing really well until you just get hard punished on something. If I got Brick Break on Shift Tree. Citrus, Brick Break, yeah. You also have Brick Break, I don't think it matters. Citrus. Citrus, yeah. I'm going to give him Fernate Brick Break instead of Low Sweep, in case. Okay. Everything else should be fine. We are pretending that everything goes in my favour and crits don't happen. It's the only way I'm going to get through this. And I have to sack as well. Okay, I don't think my plan for this is terrible if things actually go in my favour. It's in the party and just swap my party on here to make it simpler, and I'll just export to make it easier mid-fight if I have to check anything on a steer. Okay, okay, Shift Tree is my brick break guy. There's Citrus Berry. Brick break is always a free at KO. You're just a backup for Houndoom. You're a backup for Hawlucha. You have to be sacked, unless I can figure out a way mid-fight to not sack you, but I don't think I can. Which is sad. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure she's up here. She is so scary, oh my god. Okay. So, Indeedee should just be wanting to click screens. I have a mixed set, and it has light clay, so I'm pretty sure both of its move gets +7 as a minimum, right? Or something, or like, let me double check the screens. Screens AI is something like that. Yes, it's always a minimum of +1. It can be +2. They both get that, I assume, because of the way that I'm mixed. They should both have a chance of getting that. So the only way it clicks Hyper Voice here is if it hits a +8, and then neither of those won the 50-50 on +2, and then it wins the 50-50 over those. So this is very unlikely to be Hyper Voice. I should be able to just brick break spam. Yes, that's light screen. And I do damage, normal damage, as if screens aren't there. Okay, that's amazing. That means the Shift Tree's through. I'm never dead to Hyper Voice crit, so I was always able to take one. And Citrus almost meant that I was never showing a kill after one, even if it crit. Oh, Shift Tree, you're a goat. Okay. Okay, so Shift Tree should always bait in Serena for triple axle. On triple axle, we just go to Infernape. A miss at any point would be amazing. Okay. Now this is like 50-50 low kick or drop kick. I'm not dead to low kick crit. Low kick is always highest damage, but drop kick can be is just +6. So it's not a 50-50, it's like 40-60. Blaze kick is a 2-hit KO either way, and I have a Citrus Berry. I could just crit here, I could burn it. Okay, it goes for low kicks. No crit, that's good, that's really, really good. Blaze kick KOs. Now it's always Swampert for EQ or liquidation. On Swampert, Serena comes in. I'm hoping it's not Liquidation Defense Drop. 50-50 into 30%. Okay, no defense drop. That's huge. So this has a Rindo Berry, so I don't Oko it. It's going to click Avalanche because I fast to it KO, so it won't want to click Curse, I believe. Avalanche double damage at this range. Usually, like if would usually actually it only has one roll to kill. I'm going to minus its attack with Trop Kick, so then it never kills unless it crits, and crit would always kill. Trop Kick will be a 2-hit KO. And I do have a fast enough Serena to outspeed this. So no crit here, please. Okay. Serena's through as well. Now, it should always go to Houndoom. And the only move it always sees kill with is Flamethrower. Ape has 67 HP. Flamethrower crit does 51. Ape is always safe to switch in here and then KO with Sky Uppercut or Brick Break. Can't be burned because I'm fire type. Okay, now it's Hawlucha. Because they shouldn't see Unburden yet. But Hawlucha, they both see KOs, slow KOs. But either way, it's Hawlucha, even if it does see Unburden before the switch in, which I don't think it does. Okay, so now this is just random move. And I have to not get crit. I'm going to Staraptor. I had an option to sack here. And Staraptor always beats Hawlucha risklessly afterwards. It's never dead to close combat or acrobatics crit. But I have to stack Staraptor to be able to beat Gardevoir. So I don't want to be forced into a 2-sack line when I've already had 9 deaths. I have to just assume that I get through this with a bit of luck. Because the box is already bleeding, I can't force it to bleed more just for when Staraptor is going to go down anyway. So Staraptor's going to Intimidate, and I live 2 hits through it with Intimidate. Unless I get crit. Then I probably will not. That is the best move it could have gone for me. I actually now... I'm still always dead to close combat crit. I live some rolls of acrobatics crit. Dual Wing Beat is a range to kill, but I have quick attack. Hawlucha is flying. So I will always KO from Dual Wing Beat plus quick attack. Staraptor lived! Oh my god, Staraptor tanked the crit! I got a low roll crit! Oh my god! Oh my god, I got crit and Staraptor still did it! And Staraptor hit the range, which didn't matter, but oh my god. Okay. Staraptor lets itself live another turn, which makes Gardevoir so much easier. It does now have to go down, which is really sad. But Staraptor outspeeds still. And I have to Dual Wing Beat. I have nothing that could switch it on Gardevoir. And like 1v1 in any way. I was always just dead to a crit after switching in with anything. And nothing was going to help. Like, I had 2 slots left here and I just could not do anything. Everything was just dead to crit. Or I didn't then like I couldn't take 2 hits and then switch and then do something else. So Staraptor has to go down here. The only thing I'm looking at that maybe it could have done it is like Walrein, Icy Wind, and then it would have opened something else up. But I don't think I have something that does 80% to Staraptor after an Icy Wind. And also takes hits. So I have to just take this hit. Dual Wing Beat does 55%. Staraptor 07, thank you. That was a big live. Because obviously the Gardevoir is Sash, and now Ape, Blaze Kick is always also 55%, so it outspeeds and revenge kills. So it was form on one sack line, which is probably really, really good. Obviously I had some risks in there. Yeah, this Gardevoir is horrible. Obviously I had some risks in there that I just kind of ignored and got through. But the rest of my box just did nothing. So there was no way, even though I had 4 mons that were really good, there was no way to do anything else into it, which was a bit sad. But to get through that is nice. I didn't think I was going to get through there. I hadn't even scrolled this down to her. So that's the next fight. So this guy at the bottom is not a trainer, is he? This guy's not a trainer. Serena beat the Swampert. Shiftry, so... Oh, could it have gone... Would it have seen double damage for the switch in? Because it's faster than Swampert? Is that how that would have worked? Shiftry's faster than Swampert, but it's slower than Serena. So it was always triple axle from Serena after Shiftry. Shiftry lead. So it was in between the speeds, so yeah, like it was fine in that. It was always dead to Maxwell triple axle. It would have been dead to Maxwell Avalanche, but I was faster than Swampert. So it was actually really, really safe into Indeedee. Like the only scary part was like if for some reason it clicked Hyper Voice on the first one. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's yeah. It was always Serena for me because of that was in that middle speed tier. Yeah, the only scary part is if I had got like Hyper Voice, if it went for Hyper Voice instead of screens early on, which was really unlikely, and it crit, then I would probably have shown. I would have been likely to show Hyper Voice kill. But Shiftry was pretty good for the lead to do brick breaks. Yeah, and it was like the baiting was pretty consistent. Okay, he's not a trainer, that's perfect. I don't think he was. Makes it quicker. Him jumping at me scared me. Yeah, that's fine. I haven't done anything past this. I need to update the deaths. I annoyingly planned the fight before this wrong, so I had to sack Auxiliary. I planned it slightly wrong and then I got Flamethrower burn crit on the switch in, so I got punished again for one small mistake, which is, I guess, the name of the game. I don't know if this box of 12 mons with no Staraptor ever beats Norman, if it even gets there. But I'll keep going for the experience and learning these upcoming fights and stuff. I mean, I'm playing this split kind of on hard mode, considering I haven't got Fake Out or Overheat on Ape. So, like, Burak was in here basically saying that, yeah, Ape just kind of sweeps this trainer, that trainer. So, I mean, it's good experience, just like playing Lucid, I guess, with early Togedemaru death. This next fight, straight away, without Fake Out and stuff, doesn't look fun. Oh, actually, there might be a way to maneuver that. Because I do have another Fake Out one, so I can Oko you, Fake you out. Okay. I mean, I'm going to take an Excel Rock though, aren't I? Okay. Well, I'll probably end stream and then look at it afterwards. I need to do some of the planning for Soul Link as well, so I'm ready for when Qatar gets up. But Staraptor, oh, I've got level cap as well, haven't I? Okay, that probably makes it a lot easier. I'll level up before I go, because otherwise I'll have to do that. Otherwise it's more annoying in the calcs later. Let me put Staraptor away. Oh wait, I didn't show the post KO
Tell me you're still dead. You're not going to be dead because you went in the box. Jeez. Okay. Really hot in my room. Jesus. Okay. Thank you, Staraptor. You're a goat. That was huge from you. What's the level cap now? Are we Norman? Jesus Christ, those rooms are going to be a nightmare, aren't they? If I even get there. I might do what I did for this split, which was I calc Cycling Road Rival with what I had and saw if there was ever like any way of me getting through it. And if there's not any way of getting, and if there wasn't going to be any way of getting through it, like even like ignoring hacks, then I would just kind of probably reset to not waste the time on the rest of the fights. So I might do the same with Norman because I see absolutely nothing into this at all. Yeah, I don't know. That looks really, really rough. It's like then you have to go up to win straights and you still get no more encounters. Like, really? I don't think I have any evolutions to worry about here. Foul play. I feel like that's good. I'll get rid of Brick Break because I can always relearn Brick Break, and then it's better to have Foul Play for calcs because it's so hard to just know what Foul Play is going to do otherwise. Oh, you learn Helping Hand again. That's funny. Crunch. I mean, I don't think that's better than Biofang on you. I mean, it probably is. I mean, they're both shit. I don't think I want Aura of Seer. But Brick Break is relearnable, so... Me first. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. It's not priority, so I do have to be faster. Power multiply 1.5. I mean, I'm definitely going to put it in over Break Break for now. Because again, that's relearnable. I need to have it there just in case. If I finally get to Petalburg, I can get Kingdra. There's not like a world where Kingdra learns different moves to Seadra before Seadra would evolve, is there? Waterfall 38, Dragon Pulse 45. I mean, I'm already 38 anyway. But no, yeah, you learn the same moves. Synthesis Parasect, probably good, considering it's a toxic mon. Do I really want to get rid of X-Scissor? I don't think it is that good. I mean, Toxic Synthesis definitely does stuff. I just think like Parasect doesn't have the bulk to do that. I'm never clicking Spore unless it's on wild encounters. I'll get rid of Spore. The Sleep Turns are too risky. Super Fang Walrein is cool. I'll get rid of Charm because I don't have any Shell Armor mons. If I had Shell Armor, Charm obviously is really good. Poison Jab, that's a relearn move anyway. So I'm not going to get rid of anything here just in case, because that is something I could always get from the tutor. Okay, I will end there. Let me get the export for if I calc anything before coming back on, which I probably will for next time I stream. Okay. See it then straight away. This looks a lot cleaner. This doesn't look like it'll be too bad. Obviously I have to worry about the switch-ins. And you would always want a last chance this, unless I show you fast kill, so I have to consider that. But I could definitely do that, because I could fake it out with me and Shao for turn 1 and then be low health and bait 2 kills on the switch in. So if I could bait you, which I would because of fast kill, yeah, I already see this fight will be okay. It gives me a switch into something with a... Well, I say it'll be okay. I'll have to switch into Drill Peck or Return with something, which maybe is less okay, but Amphoris does okay with that. Alright. I'm going to end. Thank you anyone for coming by. Relatively successful.